I'm Camille from Camille's Primary Ideas, and today I have a singing time lesson plan for teaching the primary song, I Believe in Being Honest. Now, to teach this song in primary, I suggest you do it in storybook format. So I've created a storybook kind of form for this song, and all the printables are included, and you can access all these printables using the link below. All right, so what this storybook entails is basically I've split up all the phrases found in the song I Believe in Being Honest with a story. And you're probably familiar with the story, but it's one with President Monson when he was in the military, and it's called Dare to Stand Alone. Anyway, it's just a really great story. So I've interspersed the story with phrases of the song. Okay, so now what I've done with the printable is I printed mine on cardstock and placed in plastic sheet protectors, and then actually just put it in my singing time binder. If you know me, my binder is dual purpose, so this is just yet another way I use my binder. Usually I've got it hung over the back of the music stand, and in fact I've still even got all my posting words in the front. So I just put this printable in the back of my binder, so I can it's just my new book for singing time for the day. All right. So once you've got your binder book all ready, so you've got the cover page, to start singing time, I suggest if it's available for the size of your primary, I suggest if you can have all the children come gather around you sitting on the floor as you read the story and sing the song. It just kind of adds a fun dynamic, just a real true teacher reading a book moment. You're just kind of recreating that. So if you can't, if your primary is too big, feel free to keep the pages out of a book, and you can just put them on the board as you read the book and go through each. It doesn't matter, but this is just a fun way to change things up. Kids always like it when I kind of keep them on their toes and do something that they are not expecting in primary. Okay, so what you will want to do is before singing time, what I've done is you go and mention to the primary pianist that you're going to be stopping in between different phrases, and then I would give them the list of each phrase that's found throughout the book, because you're going to want the pianist to sing this page. You're going to be singing with the piano as you read this page, and then they're going to stop as you read the story in the book. So if you can just go ahead of time and make sure, just give them the quick heads up, be like, hey, after each phrase or so, I'm going to just need you to stop, because you just kind of want this to keep flowing. You don't want to have to stop and start over. Just keep it moving as you're reading the storybook. Okay, so you would just introduce your book with the cover page. Dare to Stand Alone by President Thomas S. Monson, and this primary song, I Believe in Being Honest. So you would just read that to your primary and flip the page. So it starts off with the song, the first two phrases, and you can just cue your pianist, maybe just be like, I'll just turn and look at you, and that'll be to start. And I believe in being honest, I believe in being true. And you could even have, when you're reading the first introduction page, have the pianist play the introduction on the song while you're reading it. I mean, whatever. Make it as easy or as complicated as you like. All right, so then you just turn the page after singing, and then you can show the picture and then read the story like that. And then you just make sure everyone gets to, see the picture, but they'll be seeing this picture a lot, don't worry. Okay, so then you'll turn the page, and then you can cue your pianist, and that honesty should start with me in all I say and all I do. So then you can flip the page, and there's more of the story, the picture, read more of the story. It's really a great story. I hope all of you take a minute to read it. Okay, and then again, more of the song. I'll form good habits in my youth to keep my word, to tell the truth. And maybe, to cue your pianist, you could be like, I'm turning the page now. I don't know, or I would probably just turn and conduct. We're starting right there. Okay, and then we've got more of the story. And then we're going to turn again, cue your pianist to speak up in defending right and keep my name and honor bright. I mean, the song is really actually very, very simple. And it's perfect interspersed with this story. I just love how the two go together. All right, and then I think we're coming to the end. Yes, I believe in being honest. I believe in being true. Then we've got just the end of the quote. I love this. How grateful I am that I made the decision long ago to remain strong and true, always prepared and ready to defend my religion. President Monson. And some of these pictures come from, this one's from Susan Fitch. The flip chart is from OCD Primary Courster, if you remember her from several years ago. And then this picture is just from the friend from when this story was published. And then it's the end of the book. And that's it. Okay, so then once you've read it, what I would suggest you do is just sing the song without reading the story. And if you can, you could flip through the pages every other as you're singing with the children. And then as you're doing that, you can also do just some directive listening questions. Post the words over the back of your music stand as needed after you finish reading the story. So then the focus is turning from the story to the words. So some questions that you can ask, which are really fun, just directive listening. So children are listening and then answering from what they hear in the song. So the first one is listen for another phrase that has almost the same rhythm as I believe in being honest. And what is it? And it's I believe in being true. So it's almost the same, not quite. And then another one is do these phrases remind you of an article of faith? And that's the 13th. What word rhymes with honesty? And then you sing the song again, me. And you could do this all while the kids are still sitting on the floor, captivated. And if they don't know, if no one knows the answer, sing the song again with the pictures. When should it start with me? Then you'd sing the song, in all I say, in all I do. Name 4 habits that some of these are kind of hard, so you might need a little prompting, especially depending on the age of your primary. Name 4 habits that help us to be honest, keep my word, tell the truth, speak up in defending right, and keep my name and honor bright. Now, if you want, you could also list those on the board as well. That might be kind of fun. And if maybe they only get 2 of the 4, sing the song again until you get all 4 correct. Okay, and what I love to do is cue when we're singing. So when those words, when the answers come up, keep my word, tell the truth, speak up, keep my name. So that just kind of it helps them. When should I form good habits? In my youth. And then last one, find 3 sets of rhyming words, true and do, youth, truth, right, bright. Anyway, so really fun, really easy, and I really think the dynamic of having kids sit on the floor as they're gathering around you as you read this storybook is just a really fun, makes singing time just different while not having to change a lot of the dynamics in the primary room. So anyways, and I always do recommend that you bear testimony at the very end. And for this one, I would recommend bearing testimony of the importance of being honest and true at all times. You are not only blessing yourself, but sometimes the lives of others, as you'll find out in the story. So I hope that helps you teach this primary song and singing time this week. I'd love to hear how it goes in the comments.